Andrew Kolsky from Stop My OCD here to talk with you about worry and whether it's helpful or not. This is based upon a series of articles written by Elizabeth McMahon, PhD, in Psychology Today. Elizabeth is an expert in the field. She's worked with anxiety treatment for many, many years. Again, my name is Andrew Kolsky. I have an OCD and anxiety treatment practice. You can learn more about me and my practice at stopmyocd.com. So let's talk about worry. Is it helpful or not? Well, worrying can be helpful in some cases and unhelpful in others. Why do we worry? Well, our amygdala, or our midbrain, is also known as our reacting brain. It's designed to notice, remember, and react to danger. That's different from our forebrain, which is our frontal cortex. That's where we have the higher level of thought, decision-making, problem-solving. That all happens up here. So if our brain or our midbrain senses immediate danger, then it responds with panic. Our responses are typically fight, flight, or freeze. If, however, our amygdala, midbrain, believes that we might face a threat or danger in the distant future, it encourages us to worry so that we're able to identify the threat. In this case, the worry is intended to alert us to the danger so that we can plan to prevent it or decide how to cope. Worrying about problems before they happen can lead to creative problem solving and new solutions. However, if your brain overestimates the potential threat and underestimates your coping ability, you may begin to engage in unhelpful worry. So let's talk about adaptive worry or helpful worry, which has three hallmarks: accurate, appropriate, and go away. What does accurate mean? Well, accurate worries are consistent with facts, logic, and evidence. If a brake warning light comes on in your car and you worry about your brakes, this would be an example of an accurate worry. Generally, worrying about your brakes, even in the absence of any specific evidence that there's a problem, would not be considered accurate worry. So I'm worried because there's a specific brake warning light that tells me there's something I need to address. Accurate. Generally, worrying about the brakes in my car, even in the absence of any evidence, is not going to be accurate worry. Appropriate action. Taking appropriate action in response to accurate worry is a proper and healthy coping mechanism. So I go and I get my brakes checked and I find out that maybe I need a new master cylinder or new brake pads. Worrying excessively about potential situations for which we have no current evidence would not be considered appropriate action. So waking up and just having a thought to myself of, wonder if my brakes are good. I'm so concerned about my brakes, even though I've had no problems with my brakes. I know that I regularly maintain them. There's no evidence of any lights going on in the dashboard. That would not be appropriate. And finally, go away. One who takes appropriate action based upon an accurate worry will see their worry go away once they've addressed the underlying evidence. One who worries without facts, logic, or evidence will continue to worry. This type of worry is not helpful. So if I've gotten a brake light on my dashboard, I go, I check it out, I find out there's a problem, I fix the problem, there's nothing to be worried about anymore. My worry goes away. But if I'm just generally worried about brakes with no particular evidence, my worry may continue, and that's not helpful to me. That turns into what we call maladaptive worry. And maladaptive worry can be recognized through 5 specific signs. There's the what if, the need for total certainty, overestimation of danger, this time it's different, and triggered from past experience. What if? So if you engage in continuous questioning about possibilities and things that might happen, that could happen, that may happen, then you're not dealing with current evidence leading to accurate worry. You will probably seek reassurance for temporary soothing, but your worry will return because it's all of this what if, what might, it's possible. There's no evidence to support any of that, so we can't turn it on or turn it off. Total certainty. Maladaptive worry makes unrealistic, impossible demands. It wants guaranteed safety. It wants us to be 100% sure that something is or is not going to happen. It confuses lack of absolute certainty with proof of danger. Life does not offer guaranteed safety. It offers risks and opportunities. It also overestimates danger. It overestimates danger and turns possibilities into probabilities. For example, it is possible for a meteor to crash into your house, but the likelihood is so remote that it's not something we're worrying about. It will be beneficial. It underestimates your ability to cope. This time it's different. Well, most of what maladaptive worry predicts never happens. It constantly searches for things to cause worry and to make you anxious. Once you feel anxious, it's natural to think that you're facing a threat. And triggered from past experience. So you may be more likely to worry if past experiences made you believe you are vulnerable or unable to cope. Your reacting brain remembers and worries because of your past, even when there's no present danger. So what do? How do we address worry? Number one, we focus on adaptive worry, worry that's based upon facts, logic, and evidence. And when we catch ourselves in maladaptive worry, we have to recognize that that can keep us stuck in a non-productive cycle. That's where we need to address those concerns. Oftentimes, people benefit by working with the therapist to get past that maladaptive worry. So I bring you these videos to help break the stigma surrounding OCD and anxiety. In order to help more people find these videos, I ask you to do me a favor and click the like and the subscribe buttons. That helps move this video to an area where more people will be able to see it and benefit from the messages. If you have OCD and you would like to join a free support group, find a free support group for anyone, anywhere in the world, stopmyocd.com. You can sign up right there. And if you're looking for exposure therapy for anxiety or OCD and you need an exposure therapist, visit us at www.rxxrt.com. Thank you. Thank you for your interest in breaking the OCD stigma. Please help me make these videos more accessible by clicking the like and subscribe buttons below.